I don't even know why I opened Instagram that day. I was scrolling without thinking, without purpose, when I stumbled across her profile. Nothing special, just ordinary photos, smiles, coffee, mirrors, filters. But something caught my attention. Maybe it was her eyes, slightly teasing, as if she knew someone was watching and she liked it. I didn't message her, I just liked a few pictures and moved on. A few hours later, a notification popped up. She had followed me. It felt strange, like permission. I wrote a simple message and she replied almost instantly. That was how it started. We started chatting, and at first awkward, well, and then like any new conversation, but soon it felt natural. Her name was Emily. She was 20, studying design, loved photography, coffee, and late night talks. I'm Ryan, 27, IT, quiet, calm, not much going on in my life. She was the opposite, alive, emotional, impulsive, and I was drawn to it. We texted every day, sometimes until 2 or 3 in the morning. I liked how she joked, how she flirted subtly, how she could move from laughter to something personal effortlessly. After a few days, I realized I was waiting for her messages more than anything else. A week later, she suggested we meet for coffee. No pressure, just talk. I arrived early, nervous like a teenager. When she appeared, light jacket, messy hair, that half smile, I realized photos hadn't captured half of her. She was real. Her voice, her eyes, even the scent she carried. We talked for hours about movies, dreams, work, family, even about wanting to drop everything and leave sometimes. When we said goodbye, she told me she felt calm around me and that it was rare. Driving home, I couldn't stop smiling. For the first time in a long while, I felt like something real was beginning. The following weeks were filled with constant messages, laughter, and late-night talks, and we started meeting more often. Short coffees, evening walks, dinners, movies. She slowly became part of my life, and I loved it. But small things began to feel off. Sometimes she disappeared for a few hours without replying. Then she'd say she was tired or needed to think. She could get jealous too, if I stayed late at work or didn't text first. I told myself it was normal. Just her personality. But small cracks were forming. One night, sitting in the park, she said she didn't want to live like everyone else. She wanted to do what she wanted without explaining herself. She smiled while saying it, but I felt something cold behind that smile. Distance. I ignored it. A couple of months passed. She was still around, but things were different. Shorter replies, less warmth. Sometimes days would pass with barely a word. Then I noticed a guy's name, Mark. Messages exchanged, nothing obvious but enough to raise concern. When I asked, she said he was a friend from work, just chatting. I believed her, because when you care about someone, you want to believe them, even when part of you knows better. The day she disappeared started like any other. We met in the park. She looked happy, playful, full of energy. We walked, laughed, kissed a few times. Everything felt perfect, like the early days. Then she got a message. Her face changed for a moment. She said she had to leave. Something urgent. We hugged. She promised to text later, but she never did. Hours passed, then a day. No messages, no calls. Her phone was off, her profile gone. Just like that, she disappeared. The next morning, I got a message from an unknown number. It was her friend Sarah. She said she couldn't keep quiet anymore. Emily had been seeing someone else. That day in the park wasn't just another meeting. It was goodbye. She'd already made her choice. I stared at the message, reading it again and again. Her hugs, her smiles, everything. All of it had been a farewell. Everything I thought was real turned out to be a lie. The days that followed felt endless. Everything reminded me of her. The coffee shop, the song she shared, the faint scent on my jacket. I replayed every moment, trying to understand when it had gone wrong. And then I realized I wasn't in love with her. I was in love with the idea of her. The feeling of being wanted, seen, alive. She gave me that illusion, and I built my world around it. When she disappeared, I lost more than her. I lost the comfort I had created in my mind. It hurt, but slowly pain gave way to clarity. I don't hate her. She made her choice. Everyone does. The mistake was mine, trusting too easily, ignoring red flags, believing emotions could replace reality. That day the day she disappeared, will stay with me forever. Painful, lonely, unforgettable. But it taught me something important. Trust has to be earned. Love shouldn't mean losing yourself. And sometimes when someone disappears from your life, they're not really leaving you. They're just showing you who you truly are. She didn't disappear to hurt me. She disappeared to find what she couldn't within me.